America's airports. These bustling hubs of activity serve a bigger purpose than getting travelers from point A to point B. They are economic engines that are helping to keep our country afloat during one of the longest recessions in U.S. history. A recent report shows the industry as a whole generated $1.3 trillion of annual economic activity and contributed over 10 million jobs. And for local communities throughout the country, regional airports are the single most important factor to their local economy.
Economic growth could not take place without a viable airport. An airport connects the community to the rest of the world. Smaller communities feel the impact of airports right off the bat. Companies that are looking to relocate to a community need an airport and the viability of air transportation.
A perfect example of this is located in Northwest Florida, on what is known as the Emerald Coast. Tucked in the Panhandle on the Gulf of Mexico, coastal communities like Destin and Fort Walton Beach rely on tourism dollars. The easier it is for people to get here, the more money that circulates among local businesses, especially since the area took a hit following the media's perception of the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010. Northwest Florida Regional Airport is credited in helping the region recover from negative perception associated with one of the worst ecological disasters in America's history.
When folks travel by air, they tend to stay a little bit longer. They don't have that drive where they have to anticipate a 5, 6, 7, 8 hour drive, so it's easier to get down here. So you have an extra night or two with the lodging industry, and that's a positive economic impact. In addition to that, they seem to go out and probably spend a little bit more money on attractions and the retail industry, and that's good for us.
Named one of the 10 most beautiful places in America and the best place to live and boat, the Emerald Coast is a thriving coastal community. Strong and accessible air service is a major benefit for local resort operator Jeannie Daly.
We've traditionally been a drive-to market, and the advent of increased airline traffic has definitely helping to increase the number of visitors that we have each year. Because of the number of tourists that come to the area, it creates a lot of jobs. We have over 14,000 jobs that are created in our area because of tourism, and that's just in the greater Destin area. That's not including our surrounding counties, which is even a greater number. So we know for a fact that the airlines are making a big difference in our tourism.
But the airport sees more than a heavy stream of tourists, because it sits on Eglin Air Force Base and is a joint-use facility. While over 900,000 commercial passengers fly through here, these jointly utilized runways are also home to key training operations conducted by the United States Air Force. The Joint Strike Fighter Program and 7th Special Forces Group are the two newest programs at Eglin and will bring an additional 6,000 soldiers to the area. The presence of all military branches is a major revenue generator to the region.
We see a variety of military-related missions coming through the airport. The airport serves a function for the military in providing transportation for military members traveling on orders, but also the families and the dependents and the companies that do business with the military.
The power of regional airports should never be underestimated. In most communities across the country, they are the anchor of economic stability and front door of a community. With over 74 nonstop flights daily, Northwest Florida Regional Airport is the preferred aviation gateway to Florida's Emerald Coast. 5 airlines come and go from these runways, offering low fares and convenient flight schedules.
We have become a huge destination wedding event area. And because of that, people who can only come, family members or friends who can only come for a short time frame, i.e. that weekend of the wedding, are flying in. And because of that, more people are attending the weddings, it's easier access for it. So it's great because it continues to increase the number of visitors that we have and keeps us as a strong tourism destination.
Affordable airline rates are due to our location on Eglin Air Force Base and gives the airport an advantage over the competition. Award-winning terminals, modern amenities, and maintained safety and operational standards were central to the recent terminal expansion.
We broke our 54-year records in passenger volume, and were able to expand the airport based entirely on funds generated at the airport. The airport does not depend on tax money, but rather user fees. If you spend money at the airport, it's reinvested back into the airport, which allows us to grow and bring in further airlines.
Reaching such beautiful destinations doesn't have to be an expensive or complicated experience. Regional portals like Northwest Florida Regional Airport offers convenient, low-cost fares without the difficulties of big city travel. To learn more about the Emerald Coast and for flight information, visit flyvps.com.